40.
Tony, the great man himself, Oliver, one of the founding members of Put a Line Through It. Mate, we've got an elephant in the room, and I don't mean the horse or who is it, Tassie? Ben Mellum?
Ben Mellum, that's him.
Oh, Benny, he's the go-to man, Benny, isn't he? Benny.
I know you're missing your great friend, Mardo. Don't worry, though. Mardo's doing a bit of form for, where was it, Tassie? Uganda and Rwanda. A little bit of World Cup qualifiers in Africa. He's just studying the form for that. The old ticket master himself, the conductor. We're missing Mardo today, though, Tone. But, Tone, I've got a bit of a feeling in my plums, if you know what I mean. In my balls, I've got a bit of a feeling, Tone, that this is your week, big man. How you feeling?
Oh, mate, I'm very confident. Oh. This time last year was magical, right? We got the Everest.
Magical.
The 12.5, eh? We got the 12.5 for the quaddie.
Oh, we got absolutely raped too. That's a bad word to use these days in 2021. But Taz, we had a $5 winner in Classic Legend on Everest Day, and then every other price of the horse in the quaddie was 20 to 1. It pays 12 grand. It should have been a minimum 58 grand, Tone.
Yep, shell-shocked. We were absolutely shell-shocked.
Yeah, but we won the quaddie, but we felt like we lost.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we're very, 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 very disappointed there on Everest Day, eh?
So, massive. Tone, can you feel it in your plums? Can you feel it this week?
I can feel it, mate. I think we're a double quaddie day. We'll all tip a winner. The chalky wheel will be white hot, not red hot, white hot, I say.
Now, that's a good point. It's a good point, Tone. The chalky wheel, I don't think enough of our powerful and loyal subscribers actually understand what the chalky wheel is. So, Taz, could you just give us a quick breakdown of the chalky wheel, please?
Okay. The chalky wheel only operates in South Australia.
Right.
So nowhere else. Now, what happens there is because it's a bit of a birthday thing that, you know, they like to take it in turns. Well, the chalky wheel gets all this data input and then it's spun. And then when it's spun, it stops on a number. So, you know, like I'll go race 1 and I'll just spin it. And depending on how many horses are in the race, it'll just stop. And it might go race 1, number 7. And that's it. And then I'll put it up. But sometimes it spins a blank. Ooh. And that's why we don't necessarily bet in those races.
So there's like a joker, like a wild card, Tassie, a wild
That's
card.
Right. That's right. There's no point betting in a race where the chalky wheel has not given you a spin.
Our powerful and loyal subscribers here on Put a Line Through It. A lot of people are joining in on the fun on Facebook. So please look in the description below and find where the magic happens. But the chalky wheel is running at an amazing percentage of winners, Taz. If I was you, I would be a little bit up and about.
And I am.
I think last week you went 3 from 6.
Yeah, three from 6, and then there was another one there that was each way. It went Tommy Blue, and it ran second. Ran third and paid $3.
Paid $3 a place. But Tassie, the first ones were crunched. The first 2 were absolute crunch. You were looking at about 3 to 1 when we posted our video, but on the day they jumped at about even money, hot pot. So for the first 2, well done, mate, well done. But then there was number 3, Peter Hardcore. The chalky wheel spun up. Spin the reward, Tassie, and what happened?
Oh, there we go.
Spin the reward just came right down the middle lanes there. If you'd have gotten on early, 17 to 1, but you'd take 15, wouldn't you?
I took $14.70, and I was like a little excited puppy. I peed myself a little, and my little lipstick was out.
Well, the thing is, like, there's that show that's on Channel 78, the racing show that they do the SA show. Yeah, I've watched that, and you know what? They're tipping 2 to 1, 3 to 1. The chalky wheel, I can tell you now,
spins
this
it all
week. Seriously, to all our pirates, our profiteers, our punters, whatever we want to call them, our
profiteers.
The chalky wheel will have one this week. That will be huge.
Exciting. So, and again, for our YouTube watchers, get over on the old Facebook. I know it's a bit Mark Zuckerbergerish. They're going to steal your identity. It doesn't matter. They've already got it. So get on over there, get in the banter, because the Chalky Wheel is worth the price of admission. Don't you worry about that. Last week I was very, very well up. We were 3 from 3, Taz.
Yeah,
oh my God. Did you mouldy him up, Taz? Did you mouldy him up?
Look, I did, but I mean, in all honesty, I didn't win $1 million. I just won a couple of 100,000. I wish. I wish. I wish.
Beautifully said, Tazzy. Okay, let's get into it. Last week, episode 61. We're up to episode 62, boys. 7 to go for Tony's magical number. 69 is a big episode for Tone. Don't you worry about that, because he's a dirty old-minded soul. Episode 61 turned down for what? Tone's titanium tip, Bella. Very, very honest, unlike you, Tone.
Didn't win. Shit ride. Nah, not good enough. Terrible. Shocking. Just wait till I become chief steward. I'll get rid of these jockeys who aren't
performing. I hope the prophet, I'm pretty sure the profiteers saw this race and the jockey didn't do much wrong.
Yep, he's right. The jockey didn't do much wrong. But having said that, I guess we do view jockeys a little bit differently to what Tone does.
Yes.
And Tone likes to, like, if he had an opportunity, I think he'd probably get the cricket bat out on him.
Yeah, that's right. He would be loved to be chief steward. And I tell you what, if you were Jamie Carr, she thought the Mornington Airbnb was a bit raunchy. Don't you worry about that. If she went into the steward's room of King Tone, wowee. The $1.9 million Colt was way too good in Profondo, but Benno was very honest 5th, and I'm going to go early for Benno. I'm going to jump on him for the AJC Derby in the autumn, because it wasn't a bad run against the $1.9 million Colt. Mardo's meeting 2 veg. Second again, no Kentucky tour for Mr. Worldwide. And the Greek Freak, what happened to Pims?
Pims was no party, mate.
Yep.
I was watching it, and I got scared. Seriously, right. I thought it was going to jump out of the screen. It was that wide.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to hit me.
I hate when they're on the pace and they're 4 or 5 wide, because not many of them win.
Well, this was out the back.
No.
Out, and it came
and still
out
wide.
To get a ride. Yeah, and it just was terrible. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. It finished off its race, but it was too late. It was just too wide. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Can't win all the time.
No, we can't win all the time, but at least we can steer you into we go a bit each way here, Tone, a bit like Jamie. We give you something we think might win, but of course, if you're smart, you'd probably put a line through it. The Caulfield quaddie goes bang, boys, bang, and we lost $7.
Doesn't matter. We won.
We
got
won.
The
Tony, we won the quaddie.
Yeah, we did. We got the quaddie. Yeah.
We didn't win money, but we won.
We didn't win money, but we won on life. We felt like winners. Anyway, talking about winners, we got Mr. Worldwide from back at Punt Kings now. Whoops, I better get rid of that couple of little screenshots. It's hard to keep up with Mardo because of all the tickets that he salutes. But anyway, the great man's got, he looks a bit tired, Mardo, today. He looks a bit tired.
Before you put him up, Pezza, just out of curiosity, you said he's back at Punt Kings.
Yes.
So do we now, instead of calling him the conductor, can we call him Alcoa because he gets recycled back and forth?
Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad, Tassie. I like it. It sounds like a very poor criminal in an old Batman Adam West show, isn't it? The Recycler. I like it. I like it, Tone. Tony, you probably still think about Adam West in the Batman suit now and again.
I used to watch it when I was a kid.
I bet you did.
Yeah, those were the days.
Pow. Bang.
Yes.
Ow. I bet you little Tony used to think of little the Catwoman too. Don't you worry about that. Anyway, here's the great man. Here we go.
Here he is.
Hey guys, Mardo here from Punt Kings. Hey, listen, Sydney's getting 4 days of rain at the moment. Continual 4 days of rain. With the road where it is and the rain there, I think we're probably going to go in the heavy range. Either way, the track's going to be slow with an impossible leader bias. Really like my Everest pick. The boys will put you onto that later, hopefully. Yeah, of course they will. Hey, listen, let's get into the tip. Melbourne's going to get a little bit of that rain. They're just getting the bottom end of it. But I think this one, my tip is for Caulfield, race 4, number 3, Stalking. I think they're going to be running on a little bit from midfield. Ollie will put her in that sort of position. And she closed off well last start, over 1,600 behind Yearning. And that horse is now probably going to an Oaks race, the BRC Oaks on Melbourne Cup Week. So I like her over 2,000 metres, and she's at $8, so incredible value. Good luck if you follow.
Good on you, Marto. Thanks very much. Now, Tony, I know you're a big fan of stalking.
Stalking.
The horse, Tony, the horse.
The horse.
There's a bit of a zinger there. Sorry, Tone. And I felt like Billy Madison, Tone, listening to Marto there, like, spit it out, Junior.
I think somebody's been on the Pims.
Oh, I think Marto's been watching soccer in Africa. I think he fucking the wee hours.
I think the Pims has got mixed up with the Blacks across there kicking the round ball. Something's happened anyway.
Could be a big Tassie. Could be a big day for the Blue Battlers. They got runners everywhere.
Look, they have, and like I looked at that tip from Marto's, and whilst I respect it,
right,
there's quite a few horses in that race that have got that are coming through with the same form line.
Tough race.
So it'll be really, really interesting to see which one gets in the right spot at the right time, because I don't know. I looked at Glint of Hope, I think it's called.
Yes,
and it's come through the same form line, and there's a couple, but I really hope that for our profiteers, stalking does the job.
Tough race. And of course, this week, we haven't really mentioned it at all from all the bullshit. There's my son. Hey, mate. We're talking about probably one of the biggest days of racing on the calendar for the calendar year. Sydney is fire. Caulfield is fire. Melbourne is fire. Yep. One of the great days of racing, seriously. And a lot of people knock the Everest, but fucking what a great concept. I absolutely love like a prize fight, a prize match. People are trying to sell their fucking holdings and sell their other horses from other trainers and then getting put into their slots. It's fucking brilliant. I love it. So let's move on, Tone. Let's have a look. Let's see what we're going to do. Big boy, let's talk about the Everest.
Here we go.
One of your favourite horses at the top, Tone? Thanks for that.
Guy Trash. You're on the old
Guy
Trash.
No. You missed it.
No bet. No bet. I'm not having a bet. No.
But Tone, why would you not like it? I mean, it's running this race.
Not going to back up.
But Tone, this nature strip, it's been unplaced in the Everest every time it's running it. Surely it's a chance.
Tone,
I'm
it's $4. Mate, it's double the price you tipped it.
Yeah, I know, and you know exactly what they can do with their $4 because there are other premium vegetables in this race as well. So I'd be a little bit worried about Eduardo doing the same again.
But Tone, this is an opportunity to right the wrong. That video where you were heartbroken, we could get it on again with you jumping up for joy when Nature Strip does win. Could you imagine that? Let's right the wrong.
I don't feel it. I don't feel the zing there for Nature Strip this week, I'm afraid. No, I can't. No.
Over the 1,200, I worry, but it's that type of horse that you just never know. If it gets its own way in front, it's going to be tough at the end. A little bit of heavy track we're looking for. Like Marto's already said, he reckons that it's going to rain for 4 days. Now, Tone, you didn't send me a tip, so that's good. Pezza, I'm on Guitra because it ran third to Nature Strip at Eduardo last start, and I thought it was in the wrong part of the track, and it probably didn't get a lot of help with about 200 to go, and it was sort of storming home. So I thought next start, I'm going to jump on whatever race it is, and of course it's the Everest. So good luck for Jason Collette and Guitra and the people from Adelaide that we love for the Jockey Wheel. Now, Tassie, you're pretty keen with Marto on one.
I am. I've stuck with the Classique Legend. Its trial form's been sensational. It did win it last year.
Amazing.
I just think it's going to be a Classique type of day. And to be honest, I'm also talking through my pocket because I was fortunate enough many weeks ago to connect the multi. And we're probably going to start about Yeah, it's going to start about 5-1, but I've got it running at about 80-1 with my multi. So,
Perfect.
like, I don't just want it to win.
Yep.
I want it to really win.
It's such an interesting race. Like Kementari won last start. It never wins out of turn. Embracer, I thought, was pretty plain for a third last start. That's got to start in the Waterhouse Pot Camp. But Senior Fox, I tipped this in the Stradbroke at around 30-1. It's first up tomorrow in the Everest at $126. So I've got to have a couple of bucks on the old Fox, which is crazy. Because you never know, it's going to be storming home and there's going to be a lot of pressure up front with Eduardo and Nature Strip trying to take each other on again. Tony, do you have a tip?
Well, if you twisted my arm, I would jump off Nature Strip and I'd have a little each way. The Inferno.
Yeah, I love the Inferno. I'm going to back 3 horses in the race, Etra, the Inferno, and have a couple of bucks each way on Sydney or Fox. So it's a 3-bet Benny from Bez for sure. Inferno was great under the lights at Mini Valley in the Moy Stakes. It was amazing. Should have won, but it didn't. Taz tipped the winner too, Wild Planet.
Wild Rot.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
And then, of course, boys, we move on. Thanks, Tone, for donuts again. We move on to the Caulfield Cup. Put a line through everyone except Pezza. Geez, I don't know who makes these slides, but obviously it's me. For me, personally, incentivise, I'd love to see it win. You know, a Toowoomba maiden in basically one campaign goes to a Caulfield Cup. Now, that is a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Absolute fairy tale.
And the trainer, I mean, Moody's actually come out and basically said it doesn't have to lead either. In his opinion, it doesn't have to lead. Yep. So that'll be really interesting because is he just saying that because he's letting the others know, hey, slow down because I don't have to lead because I want to?
I think he's saying that so hopefully no one will take him on because everyone thinks, oh, I might not lead now. But I'm pretty sure from barrier 20, he's going to get around to the front. I mean, I reckon he's going to put a bit of pressure on. You know, I don't think he's going to take his medicine and sit out the back.
I tend to agree with you.
Yeah.
I've gone with a different one, though, altogether. Like, you know, you boys know how much I've loved Delphi.
Yes.
But I guess, whilst I'll include it in my exotic betting, I just don't know whether it can or can't handle the rain-affected going because we had a question on the page today about someone asking if it can handle it. And
Woodsy,
only back in Ireland,
Woodsy.
Yeah, that's it, Woodsy. Back in Ireland, you know, its first 2 starts or 2 starts, one it run a place and the other it was beaten like 18 lengths. So I don't know, but the chosen one has had some really, really good lead-up form.
Me and Tone, we chose the chosen one last year and it won us the first 4 in the Melbourne Cup. So because it come fourth, it was huge. So we love the Murray Baker chosen one. Absolutely love the New Zealand Bjorn, the Swedish Bjorn's dad. We love him. So it was huge last start, wasn't it?
It was. It's had some really good form coming into this. I mean, if you think of the type of races, and like I know that it's the Caulfield Cup, and most people will be thinking it's more in line to go after the Melbourne Cup.
Yep.
I don't know. I just think maybe we'll be putting on some ABBA songs after the Caulfield Cup.
Sometimes the Melbourne Cup breaks a horse's heart, like look at Vow and Declare. So you might be right, Taz. It might be this might be its grand final. You just never know. But anyway, it's going to
be
money. I'm interested in Perzan because I'm on Perzan at about 81 for the Cup. So I hope it runs a slashing trial for the Melbourne Cup for Perzan and the Peach in Linda. Tone, have you got one?
You're fucked. Just 2 words, you're fucked. Because I'm tipping non-conformist, big boy.
Well done, big man. Now, why are we tipping a Craig Williams ridden horse? And I'll tell you one reason why, Tony. Because this absolute degenerate of a man, the self-marketing prick that he is, he had a choice in this race and he chose non-conformist. And when Craig has a choice, Craig usually chooses the right one, like Tofane in fucking Brisbane. You know, he could have rode Weekend Hustle, but he rode fucking Tofane. So this prick, I reckon he's chose one. And Graham Begg, I love Graham Begg horses. I wish Geordie Childs was riding it. But anyway, Graham Begg I love the man. This is his grand final. It's going better than last campaign. It's going to be storming home with the Chosen One. And I tell you what, it's going to be a little bit closer than the Chosen One in the run from Barrier 16. It's going to try to get to about 6 pairs back. And it's absolutely hoof on the till. It ran 2.75 lengths to Mount Popper last year in the Mornington Cup, which Pikey absolutely stole, but it's going a lot better than it was last year. So I reckon, hopefully for Graham Begg, I really rate him as a trainer. I hope he gets one over the line, but I'd love to see the fairy tale, the Toowoomba Maiden, absolutely brain him. It would be a great story.
It's a good race. It's a really good race.
Yep. We're running out of time as per usual, but Tassie, you got one?
I have, and I'm sticking to Melbourne, so I'm sticking at Caulfield, race 2, number 2.
Oh,
it almost sounds like a Greek grandmother's name.
it's actually a Japanese name.
Is it?
Yes.
Well,
You know
if a
what it
Greek
means?
said it,
It means like
Well,
a
if
beautiful little creek running through a forest.
well, there you go. Well, me being Greek background, I could call it like Mariika, and it would be like a Greek grandmother's name. But anyway, Morioka it is. Look, it is a maiden. It's had 7 starts. Admittedly, its last 2, it's missed the money, and it's the only time. I think it'll be ridden up a little bit closer.
Yep.
And look, I think it breaks its duck.
We're just shocked.
Otherwise,
We're just shocked that you're tipping in a Melbourne meeting.
yeah. Look, every now and again, you got to go where the big boys go. So you know, I've followed suit. But I really rate it. I think that Damien Thornton keeps the ride. He stuck with it. It's a good price.
Yep.
Its first up run here wasn't that bad. And to be brutally honest, why would it still be here if there wasn't a race for it? So if this doesn't win on Saturday, pack it up, send it back to Sydney, put away spring, and come back in the autumn.
Yeah. Morioka, race 2, number 2, pretty easy to remember. Remember, there's a few little promos that you'd probably get on there with Ladbrokes. W winning.
And look what barrier.
Oh, the 222. That's your Richie Benno right there.
2-2. But what a combination, you know. Unbelievable combination.
No good. Saturday quaddie time. We're going off to Randwick. Play fair. Let's hope it plays fair. Marto, I reckon there's going to be a fair track on bias. Tassie's up first. Numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. Tassie, we're running out of time. Let's go.
All right. Well, I did throw in Nature Strip. It's going to start favourite. You know, my pick is Classique Legend.
Yep.
I thought Eduardo's form in the race before, it's good enough to go in.
Yep.
G-Trash, well, ran 3rd last year, and I've thrown in a Smoky. I know I didn't put in I didn't put my wild rule in, but I've thrown in a Smoky, Home Affairs.
Yep.
It might just jump and lead and try to lead. So there's my roughie.
Well, it brained him last start, then doing the same thing. It just went and went. Now, Pez's got a tough race, but not really. I probably got the easiest one of the quaddie. I've got numbers 1, 2, 9, and 12. I've left out Hungry Heart because I don't think it can run on the wets. And I think Randwick's going to be a bit heavy. So I reckon it might even be scratched, to tell you the truth. But Hungry Heart's got to show something. It hasn't shown much in the last couple of starts in the Epsom, for example. I think Think It Over's your form horse, backing up one last week. It beat Shared Ambition. Shared Ambition nearly stole it by leading all of the way. So I reckon if Shared Ambition doesn't get taken on, Think It Over might be a little bit hard to get over the top. I was going to throw the Boss Man in, but I didn't tone. But again, Bargain's my big bet. This is my big bet, Bargain. This horse is screaming for the 2,000 metres, loves a wet track. And I reckon Robbie Dolan is on fire at the moment. And Mark Newman, they do like to run a horse a couple of times to get a price. So I think Bargain might be the bargain tip of the day. Okay, Tone, here we go. Marto's numbers 1, 4, 6, and 8. He can talk about that whenever he can. Send him a message. You'd love it. And of course, Tony, 1, 2, 3, 8.
Yes, I've gone Equation. Knight of Power is me roughie out of this lot, but it wasn't a bad second last start. Bjorn Baker, honest as the day, as long with Joshua Parr up top.
Perfect. The money jock for Bjorny.
Yes, and J Mac, he could have a very good day. I like him on Suave.
Absolutely.
Win last start. And Promise of Success. You've got to throw the favourite in, just in case it wins. So, yeah, throwing the favourite in the last. Promises Success.
Yep. Tough run. Tough race.
Yes. It is a tough race. And there's my old favourite there, which I wouldn't tip anybody into, but I'm an old fan of the old Catapult, but it won't be up to this.
I think you
But
like Tim's principle as well. You've actually talked about that before in the past. But anyway, we go into the body. Caulfield again. Play fair. Running out of time, boys. Tassie's on 2, 3, 4, 6.
I have, and I think that Collette will be suited by the conditions.
Yes.
I think Nimmerley is one that I've just got to throw in. It's a So You Think mare, just on breeding alone, and it's been going right. My main pick is the 4, Shallot. It has got some burst. Seriously, the way that it can just go bang.
Yes.
I would love to see it again. Explosive. I think it's a lot of upside. And the roughie is number 6, Aidensfield. And look, I know that it's Craig and it's Hayes, but you can't discount the Hayes Williams combo.
No,
it's had some good earlier races. It's been up in some good fields, been competitive. At that price, throw it in.
If you're following a little bit of country racing, Benny and JD, they've been winning on horses at about this price as well. So don't be swayed because of the price. Now, Pez has probably got the hardest race because they're all fucking dogs. 2, 4, 8, 11, and 13. This is just, this is, Tony, this is spin the wheel, come up with a number, and then that'll do. Because you can make a case for Shiloh Lassett 34s with Manuel. Never Talk with Cancerous Craig on board. Emanate. I don't know how I've left Emanate out. Rubisaki, the boys, Marto, Taz, and you all like Rubisaki. But no, my bet here, if I was going to pick one, I really like the Dean Holland Rainbeal at around 11 to 1. Barrier 4. He's a scumbag, Holland. He'll have it in the right spot. And I reckon he'll have the last crack at him and he'll have the best run in the race. And it should be too strong at the end for a very young and up-and-coming trainer. Good luck. Marto's 2, 3. No time, boys. 2, 3, 6, 17, boys. Marto's got the cup. He's got Incentivise. Explosive Jack. He loves Explosive Jack. Won the derbies last year, Tony. The Tassie Derby, the fucking Sydney Derby, the fucking Adelaide Derby. And it nearly won. Did it win? I think it comes second in the Queensland or third. But anyway, what a horse. He reckons it's cherry ripe for tomorrow to knock off the hot pot in Incentivise. He's thrown in Salino. I don't know how, but anyway. And then, of course, he's on Duas down the bottom. And then Tone, 3, 6, 8,
got Malkovich, Damien Lane, Bjorn Baker, big chance there. He's a battler. Linda Meach, I think she'll get up on a horse that can actually win this. General Bow, you've always got to throw in the General.
Yes.
And, 9, Oxley Road is another one that I think's in with the show as well. But once again, it's another tough race.
He might have left out a couple.
Look, all banter, its form is impeccable. I know that it ran second first up in Adelaide. Look, I love that he's put in Malkovich. I don't think it's been beaten first up.
Yep.
I really, really do like it. Current horse on the up. It's a really
horse
tough
on the
race.
up.
Really hard, really, really tough race.
Yeah, and I really like Entar as well. So if you can go a bit wide in the last, I would. But you never know. Hopefully General Bow gets that right sit tone and comes over the top.
Yes.
Because they're riding it quiet now. They're riding it quiet now, big boy. So here we go. Now, Tony, here we go. Are you ready?
Here we go. Yes. Here we go.
Are the 300 odd ready? That's the question.
The 331 subscribers we've now got in Pulte. Are they ready for the titanium tip?
Go for it, Tone. I want to hear it.
Here we go.
Here it is. Morfordville up to Tassie Town. Race 4, number 5, Street Tough is ready to go. And I think, Tassie, you've done the form. You can tell everyone about this horse because it's in your neck of the woods.
Look, it had a little freshen up. So it started off this preparation with some really, really good runs. It was really unlucky first up, couldn't get through on the rail. Having said that, the donut then sent it to the paddock. It had a freshen up. First up, 4th. Last week was scratched.
Right.
I think it goes well. There is a hot pot in that race.
Yeah,
but I do like where you're going with it.
Leon McDonald horse in the Collingwood Silks.
Collingwood Silks can't win.
Yeah,
Tony, you're on it. Well done.
I love Toddy Pennell and Will Clark, and I love Will Clark and myself. He's a bolter. Good luck. Let's hope that, they have a great day. Anyway, Pez, sorry, mate, we're running out of time again. Pez has he's back to favourite here, which is very strange. Sorry, boys, I've got to get rid of the time limit because it annoys me because I can't see anything. And then, boys, I really like a horse in Hobart, but I couldn't tip it because there was no price. And I hate tipping horses where I don't know the price for our punters to get on early or get on late. This is an ex-Victorian horse called Romery, hoof on the till, made up lengths on a really biased track at Launceston last start. Get in the queue. It's an ex-Vic horse. That's going to lead us in. That's about a midday, and that's going to give you plenty of ammo for Handle the Truth. Now, Tony, this is not in the Everest, but in the Kosciuszko. So we're going to the Mount Kosciuszko. Nashi, we will. Number 1, barrier 1. Tassie's on Moriaka, race 2, number 2, barrier 2. Well, I didn't find race 1, number 1, barrier 1, but I found race 5, number 1, barrier 1. Now, this horse has actually raced against Nature Strip its last 2. So it's dropping in class. Like, this is seriously like going from Lady Diana to Lady Gaga. This is how much you are dropping in quality. So Handle the Truth. It's going to get the right one. I hope there's no bias because it does take a little bit of a sit, Tassie. You know I love those horses that take a little bit of a sit.
As long as it doesn't miss the kick.
Yeah, well, I do love a horse that missed the kick because I'll be on next start, and I love a horse that's had a heart attack because I'll definitely be backing up. But National Wheeler for Dryden, their strike rate is through the charts. It really is. He doesn't ride many because Huey tries to beat him to all Dryden horses. But when Nash gets on from barrier 1, I think it's a real step above whatever's in the Kosciuszko. And it's been waiting for this drop in class because it's been racing against the world's best. So I reckon we're stealing money at 450 to tell you the truth because it just wins. I'm not going to say it's a moral because that means it's gone. Put a line through it. But Jesus Christ. Tony, I know you love an oral, so I'm going to call it an oral. Anyway, boys, we got 550 into 450, 24.75. We got 8 into 5s and the 5s and the 4s. It's $1,000, boys, if they all win. I'll take that.
That's enough.
Yep.
That'll do.
Just for and you know what? Gold coin donation, that's 2,000. Throw a fiver, that's 5,000.
Well, perfect. You Aussies, you'll buy a can of Coke from a vending machine for about $18. So, you know, $2 on 1,001. Let's go.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
All I can say, Pezza, with that last one, is next week.
Yep.
I know there'll be a few of us here.
Yep.
And we'll be asking, can you handle the truth?
Can you handle the truth? I was going to use that. I was going to go to Tony. You can't handle the truth. I was going to give it to him, but I forgot. But well done, mate. And let's hopefully we handle the truth. Let's hopefully everyone at Pulte handles tomorrow on Saturday, not tomorrow because it's Thursday. But remember, we're tipping on Thursday. We're not sure of the tracks. We're going to update everything on our Facebook page, which is in the description below. Tony, any final thoughts?
It's going to be a massive weekend, and this is where we really come to the front of the line. You know, like stand aside, lady with a pram coming through. This is where we get the 4 winners, the 2 quaddies. It's Everest weekend, and we need to fill up the pockets of all our current and our new subscribers.
Right. Woodsy. Good on you, Woodsy.
There we go. Yes, so
Woodsy's all right.
Yeah, Woodsy's your mate, isn't he?
Woodsy.
He's your mate, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's your mate.
Yeah, we grew up. We used to play cricket in the street together. We actually played in his driveway. Top fella.
Perfect. And Tassie, any final thoughts, mate?
Look, I think that firstly, thanks to all our new followers. So thanks for jumping on board. Don't be shy. Share the page. Get some more on. You know, throw some banter at us every now and again as well. We do like to hear it. Throw up a losing ticket. Throw up a winning ticket in the bet thread. Get on the chocky wheel. All I can say is we're building it, but we're building it for you guys.
Yeah.
So here we go.
I hope it's as magical as it was last year, because last year we had about 22 subscribers and we tipped everything. And let's hope that we find a little bit of that Everest magic, because I tell you what, being mates with Tony is like climbing a mountain.
Oh, God. Touche.
Oh.
Touche.
Touche.
I want to know what
Yeah.
it
Put up with bloody this situation here, Tez. Unbelievable.
Hey,
This
Tone,
is the man who I
Here we go.
said, can you give me a plastic bag? So he gives me a plastic bag in the bottle, and the ass falls out of it. Yeah.
hey, Tone, if he's
Hey.
climbing the mountain, does that mean you're going down on the mountain?
Oh, geez, Jesus Christ, Abdullah. But I tell you what, Tony's the type of bloke, all you poisonous people out there. He went to a vending machine the other week. He goes, I'll buy you a Coke. And I said, no, I don't want a Coke. I'm all right, mate. I don't need a drink. I've got a bottle of water, trying to be a bit healthy. Tone goes to the vending machine. There's 1 million in Japan. He goes to the vending machine, gets a Coke out. It's fucking hotter than bloody, I don't know, what was it? Like an Anakin Skywalker fucking lava fucking river. Like, how can you get a hot drink out of a vending machine? I've never seen it before in my life. That's how great this man is. Seriously, he is
Unbelievable.
Oh, he's more poisonous than Matty Nickel. Fair dinkum. But anyway, well done, Matty. Thanks, boys. All right, I've got to go. I've got to take my kid outside. All right, boys, let's go. Everest Caulfield Cup. What a day. Race 2, number 2, Morioka. Get on bloody the titanium tip. Street tough in Adelaide. Don't forget Mardo's. Oh, I've already forgotten. What did you say?
Stalking.
Stalking.
Stalker.
Right, stalking.
Stalking.
Right, how can I
Stalking.
forget? Tony's wearing the Godolphin blue too. So obviously
The
he's
Godolphin
supporting
blue,
stalking everywhere. And of course, there's I found a couple, but I'll record one. Handle the truth because you can't handle the truth, Tone. But don't forget the little maiden down there in Hobart about 12:15. Tony's neck of the woods too. In Romari, the X-Fit course, because the hoof is absolutely on the till, but we just don't know.
Start odds on, but get your money on. You know.
No, there's a favourite. There's one of those Scotty Brunton horses in the race, so that'd be favourite. So we're going to get a price.
Yeah, instead of 5 to 4, we'll get 6 to 4.
Yeah. It's like Cairns, isn't it? You know, it's a 6-horse field and everything's under 3 to 1. But anyway, boys, let's go. All right, see ya. Good luck, Ponty Pirates.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah, good luck. We'll
See
be
you,
back.
boys.
We'll be back. Keep you updated.